Critics always hate the films we think are great, but only one appreciates them all. He serves us every day, he keeps the trolls at bay, though he may be a shade delusional. The shelter of his mouth is moist, he will not give you any choice. Agree with him or else, because he is the film defender.
The arrogance of man is thinking nature is in our control, and not the other way around. Let them fight.
You. Me. Welcome to episode 20 of The Film Defender, serving the public good one underrated movie at a time. It's been a while since our last episode, and so long that I've contemplated retirement a couple of times.
I'm retired.
Or maybe I've just been hibernating miles beneath the ocean, feeding off the radiation from the Earth's core. Depends on how this video does, I guess.
Told you. You're retired. I'm retired.
Anyways, with the upcoming release of Kong Skull Island and the constant casting updates that we're receiving of Godzilla King of Monsters,
11 is going to be in it from Stranger Things. It's going to be awesome.
I figured it was time to recruit my on-again, off-again rival over here to do a
Wait.
defense video.
You're recruiting me?
Well, yeah.
I recruited you.
No. Listen here. I recruit you.
Since when?
Since always. That's how it's always been.
Guys, just go back and watch some of the old videos and be the judge, because I'm pretty sure he's always been a reluctant participant at best. So anyway, as he was saying, out of turn, today we're going to be coming to the defense of Godzilla.
The 2014 one, not the this weird 1998 one.
Yeah, maybe that one deserves a 5 good things about video or something, but for now, we're just going to stick to the really good one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the complaints. Objection number 1.
The marketing has lied! Bryan Cranston's only in 33.333333333% of this movie!
Since when does the marketing have to represent the entirety of a movie? Wouldn't that ruin, or at least take away from the movie-going experience if you knew exactly what was going to happen throughout the movie thanks to what the trailers and TV spots showed you?
I think it was pretty ballsy of the marketing department to advertise Cranston so much in this film, as it makes it that much more painful when his character dies.
There's a fine line between setting expectations and ruining the movie-going experience.
Would I have liked to see Bryan Cranston in the rest of this film? Sure.
But his acting talents wouldn't have been satisfactorily serviced in a second half that's really Godzilla's time to shine. Objection number 2.
Okay, remember how this movie is called Godzilla? Well, where is he?
Yeah, it reminds me of another monster movie where the main creature didn't show up for a while. That movie can't have been good, though. No way.
No.
We're talking about Sharknado, right?
Yes!
Come on, guys. Obviously, prolonging our first exposure to the titular monster is a wonderful way to build anticipation and suspense.
Just like in Jaws, we've heard about this creature, we've seen some of the side effects of his presence, but we also get a chance to view him in some more positive light due to some clever misdirection.
The first monster we see, and the one responsible for the atrocities that we witness at the beginning of the film, is actually the flying Muto, not Godzilla.
This is a fascinating revelation because most people are expecting Godzilla to show up as the main antagonist. Like in every monster movie.
When he finally does show up in Hawaii, it's a glorious and awe-striking moment that had me giddy in the theater the first time I saw it. Like a schoolboy. Objection number 3.
Does anybody really care about this lead character? Like, why spend so much time on a nobody?
It may be impossible to overshadow the name above the marquee for this film, so I'm not really hoisting those expectations upon Aaron Taylor Johnson's character.
But it adequately gets me invested in their story enough to where we want them to survive the various disasters.
Do I wish they would have cast his character a little older?
Perhaps, but then you'd run into the problem with Bryan Cranston not being old enough to play his dad, so you can't have it both ways.
Plus, his story does a really good job of mirroring Godzilla's throughout the movie.
Even the Muto killing both of Ford's parents is very similar to what the hatchlings did to that other Godzilla creature that was buried with them.
Perhaps it was one of his parents.
You know, Ken Watanabe's character did say that it was much older than Gojira.
Just something to ponder.
Right up here. Objection number 4!
Every time we're supposed to get an awesome fight scene, they cut away from it.
Again, this goes back to building anticipation and suspense.
I actually thought this was a brilliant gag in the middle of the movie, not only showing us the snippets of the fight on the TV screen, but also allowing us to see how ordinary people might react to something so extraordinary.
The fight wouldn't have been that exciting to watch anyway, since the Muto ended up getting away. So I'm kind of glad we didn't see it play out like that, just to have them both come back and attack Godzilla at the end of the film.
They've got to be careful not to overexpose us to Godzilla and his powers, otherwise we'll become desensitized to it, which is one of the reasons why that final fight is as awesome as it is.
Besides, the build-up to that initial confrontation was far better than the fight itself could have been.
Objection number 5.
Why does Godzilla have to play dead at the end of this film? It don't make no sense.
Alright, let me clear this up. First off, he's not playing dead, he's exhausted. Haven't you ever done some strenuous activity and had to crash for like 6 hours afterwards? I think that him taking on 2 massive and murderous Mutos by himself qualifies for a bit of recuperation.
This guy is extremely old as well, and given his size, it probably takes a ton of energy to move around like he does.
Plus, he's been in hibernation for 50 plus years since those nuclear tests took place, and being thrust back into a battle royale against other radiated monsters is sure to take a lot out of you.
Not to mention, he had a skyscraper fall on him after killing one of the Mutos.
The guy saved the world from annihilation. Can't we give him one day off to rest? In closing, Godzilla is a tremendously fun and suspenseful experience that will make fans and casual moviegoers excited for the next entry in the franchise.
The action is spectacular, and finally seeing a good depiction of everyone's favorite giant lizard is pretty satisfying.
Godzilla's updated status defended.
What did you think of Godzilla? Whether attacking or defending, join the fight in the comments section below. Also, is there a movie you love that deserves a strong defense? Continue to send in those recommendations either on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, or just post it in the comments below.
And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more defenses to come.
And until next time,
The defense rests.
or maybe I've just been hibernating deep beneath the ocean and feeding off the Earth's radiation.
I did not know where you were. I didn't read it.
Since when does the marketing have to represent a movie It's got over 1,000 views.
1,000.
A whole 1,000.
We like to have fun. we like to have fun here. Besides, the build-up to that final confrontation...
Initial confrontation.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Besides, the build-up to that... You're good. Besides, the initial... Oh my gosh.
You said initial, at least.
Besides, the build-up to that initial confrontation, which was much better than the fight could have been. Dang it, I had it. Besides, the build-up to that initial conversation...
Whoa,
Makes no sense at all.
why does Godzilla there playing dead?
This guy's extremely old as well. It probably takes a ton amount of time to...
A ton amount.
A ton amount. Takes a ton amount of energy. All the nuclear powers. Giant lizards are satisfying.
That's what you said.
Oh my god. That's a good one. Oh, I'm blushing under this mask. I can't say that without thinking of penises now. Thanks. Thank you. The action is spectacular, and finally seeing a good depiction of everyone's favorite giant lizard is quite satisfying. It's quite satisfying.
It was the quiet.